What's going on, everybody? Here, this is your boy King Gabe here, and we'll get in the. If you've seen the previous videos that have been uploaded, the "Girl Who Believes in Miracles" music video and a little trailer announcing that this is going to be the next Royal Talk. Yep, this movie right here. Um, yeah, pretty good and everything. Now you're probably saying like, wait a minute, that's not what I clicked on, but yeah, we will be. This will be coming out soon. And to say this week should be this weekend. So just letting y'all, just giving heads up on that update. Now for what the MIDI now for I can't have talk. For what I mainly called you in this video is addressing something I've seen. Maybe it may be in the social media, but where I discovered this from was from a Google ad. Some people, it was a Google article. Some people were saying that Hasbro, or I guess the Transformers in general, they rebooted with Bumblebee, and now we got Rise of the Beast. But they said that the Rise of the Beast movie has killed any chances of having any other movies relating to Beastwars unless they do a prequel. Now, I'm just gonna say, now I'm not saying a prequel would be a bad idea. I mean, maybe if it's written well, it could work. Like the way they've done with movies like Captain America and Captain Marvel, and they even did a decent job with the Black Widow movie. The only nitpick I had with the Black Widow movie was that it came really late. I mean, after she died in Endgame. I mean, you could have at least had maybe pulled, because it's supposed to take place after Civil War. So, yeah, it would have been nice if they had thought about it then. And then, of course, like you say, like I just mentioned, Captain Marvel. But see, you lay it right into her appearance in Endgame, though. So at least so that still worked out. Not saying that Black Widow didn't work out either, because there were some things in Black Widow movie that does play out, like in the Hawkeye series. But yeah, it still should have came a lot earlier. So, but yeah, but there are prequels that can work. And like I say, it wouldn't be nothing against the Beast Wars prequel. But in my honest opinion, like I say, because I don't know what the studios are gonna do precisely. They've got their own plan with where they're going with this. They already teased that G.I. Joe is going to be part of this universe, and who knows what else they'll put in the Transformers universe. However, with the Maximals there, as well as hopefully get the Predacons soon, I would say the best way they could really pull anything off is to keep moving forward. And so now, to address the people that are saying, well, we can't get a sequel with the Beast War because they killed Air Razor and their Rhinox, Cheetor, and Optimus are the only surviving Maximals. Let me explain something here and how it could be possible to continue from there into more with the Maximals and even bring forth Predacons, to get a Beast Wars sequel added in this new universe. Even if it's just one, but how this could happen. Okay, in the Rise of the spoiler alerts. In Rise of the Beast movie, the first Maximal they saw was Air Razor, right? Air Razor mentioned about what happened. The first Maximal that the human character saw. When they got to Peru and met up with Optimus, Cheetor, and Rhinox, Air Razor was surprised that they were still around. She thought she was the only surviving Maximal, and she was really glad to see her old friends, Optimus, Cheetor, and Rhinox. Then, of course, they did the death scene where Scourge took over her mind, and she, according to what I've read, it kind of made her kind of zombie-like, sort of like what I saw in the animated Planet Hulk movie, when they got hit with that virus and made them kind of like zombie where, they just pretty much you just lost the person. So, or Or another example would be what happened. Two other examples I could say compare this to. One, Men in Black, when that alien took over that guy's body. You know, the abuse. I guess he was an abusive husband in the first Men in Black movie. That he was just talking smack to his wife and everything, and she didn't seem like she was fighting back much there. So, but that alien, is a drop your weapon on the ground, and pretty much killed him and used his body like a suit. Yeah, I guess something like that. And also, of course, in Air Razor's case, she still had somewhat of conscious mind, but yeah, the only way that they were going to be able to save her was pretty much to kill her. Yeah, it was kind of sad. The other example mentioned real quick, since I mentioned two, was Yu-Gi-Oh! In the Doma arc, which is canon, the Waking the Dragons, where a lot of Dart's people in his backstory were taken over by the Orichalcos and became like these vicious monsters, including his wife, which was pretty scary there, and also kind of tragic. So yeah, something pretty much like that. I guess more like what I just mentioned with Dart's wife there, because yeah, she turned into that monster form. Yeah, she probably was still in there, but yeah, Dart's only there was really nothing else Dart's could do like to revert her back or anything, not that I know of. So I guess his only option was, yeah, I'm sorry, honey, you have to die. So that was pretty much what deal with Air Razor now. So yeah, only 3 Maximals left at the end of the movie. No chance of a Beast Wars movie, of another Beast Wars movie after this. Well, as they say in Animaniacs, wrong! This is how it's possible. Yes, they say they were the only surviving Maximals, but they're saying that because they think they're the only surviving Maximals. Hear me out. Air Razor stated this first, that we are the only, I think she stated this first, her and then Optimus Primal, that we were the only one to survive. However, before they met up with Optimus, Cheeto, and Rhinox, Air Razor had no idea that Optimus, Cheeto, and Rhinox were even still alive until they got to Peru. So before then, she thought she was the only survivor. That means that the 4 of them, now the 3 of them probably are unaware if there are any other people from their planet that are still alive. There could be other Maximals that have escaped as well, just like them. Could be on other planets, or they could be on Earth like them. I would say maybe in some other locations, like possibly even Africa or Australia, different areas like that. So a Beast Wars movie is possible, and it could be a sequel instead of a prequel, because they could discover other Maximals that are still alive that they are not aware of. This is how we could get, especially go somewhere like Africa. Real good chance of that. Nothing against Peru. Peru was real good. Don't get me wrong, but Africa, you got a lot of open opportunities to really expand this. Like they say, the beginning of life in Africa. So you definitely, the Predacons definitely could benefit from that. You got, your fossils of T-Rexes and Raptors and stuff like that for Megatron and Dinobot. Different insects there, like, because a lot of the Predacons were insects, like Black Arachnia, Waspinator, Scorponok. Even you could even get some new Predacons that weren't in the Beast Wars series. Maybe even some from Beast Wars Neo, just to mix it up a little bit there. That's kind of what I even thought about for if I were to make my own Beast Wars fan fiction series. Take place in Africa and just really go with it. Like Rise of the Beast, they interact with humans, and yeah, they could just it wouldn't be just limited to what we saw in the '90s series. You could pretty much do that and mix it up a little bit with with some new stuff, some new animals. Um, Matter of fact, just like how they created Ape Link, who I know he died at the beginning of the movie, but that was somebody that wasn't in Beast Wars lore. That was a new character that was created for the movie. Um, you could definitely bring Rat Trap into the sequel because they got some big rats over in Africa. There's some big rats. I've looked it up. Um, you already got Rhinox and Cheeto and Optimus Primal. Definitely could have Tigatron. Matter of fact, you could even bring in Leo Convoy, who's a lion transformer, because lions are in Africa. Yep, or maybe don't even have to be called Leo Convoy. You could be have a new name, a whole another name, and just go with it. Any of the animals that's in Africa, just mix it up. So yeah, it's definitely a possibility of a Beast Wars sequel, people. Those of y'all who doubt it, it is possible. Yep, all they have, it just depends on the writers. The only thing that would prevent us from having a Beast Wars sequel is if the people, making the movies, from Bumblebee to Rise of the Beast, if they decide something else completely different. Because, like I said, I know they introduced the G.I. Joe cameo thing that it's in the universe with Transformers. So, and who knows what else they might be thinking. So, that's the only thing that would prevent us from getting a sequel, would be the ideals that the movie makers come up with. But it's not. But get this correct. Let's get this confirmed. Even whether they choose to do a Beast Wars sequel or not, it is not because they can't do it. It would be only reason we wouldn't get it is if they chose not to, and they're doing who knows what else with the franchise. And my thing is, I would love to see a Beast Wars movie, like a lot of y'all. But at the same time, if we don't get that and we get something else, I was a little upset not seeing Rat Trap and Air Razor dying. But I still enjoyed Rise of the Beast, and like I say, if whatever else you come up with, whether it's Beast Wars or not, if it's good, if it's I'm definitely gonna come check it out, make it good, and hey, you still got me on board. Transformers meets G.I. Joe. Maybe possibly even work in Power Rangers. I don't know how exactly you would do Power Rangers in there, but hey, you get some good writers, hey, it can work. I'm just saying, because like I say, I'm like this, I have no problem with new directions as long as it's good and it don't suck. Yeah, because I mean, like I say, I've grown up after Beast Wars and Beast Machines, seeing several Transformer adaptations, Robots in Disguise, Armada, animated, a little bit of Prime, and maybe a few others here and there. Animated was is a real good one, and like I say, so yeah, like I say. All I ask is that whatever you give us, studios, just make it good. Make it good, just like you did with Bumblebee and Rise of the Beast, and even the first three Bayformers, they were good. Age of Extinction, it was good. I just didn't like the plot. Last Night, I banned Last Night from the existence of my mind. If you guys like Last Night, that's good. Nothing against you guys. I'm not saying, oh, you gotta hate Last Night. That's just me. I did not get it, but you guys like it. Hey, that's cool. Just not for me though. In Age of Extinction, you like it. Hey, all props to you. I think they did a good job with Age of Extinction, better than Last Night. I just wasn't into the plot there, but it was still good. But it's for the audience that enjoyed it, hey, all props to you. So, like I say, so Beast Wars sequel is possible. Just wanted to put that out there, and like I say, like what you heard, and maybe you want to maybe ask me some questions about what I just said, or put some comments like, well, hey Gabe, or what if they do this, or what if they do that, or Gabe, maybe I don't quite agree with that, Gabe, but I feel like that. You got any of that? Just let me know in the comment section. Just make sure don't come cussing me out or anything like that, or getting all got a community guidelines. But you know what? But yeah, you can definitely have a civilized conversation about it. What agree with it, or if you disagree with it, just let me know in the comments. Just we can talk about it a little bit. See what you guys think too. And be on the look and definitely be on the lookout this weekend for the review of this movie and something special in the review as well. Coming soon this weekend. So we'll have that out, and till also, be sure to support us on Patreon, buy our comic books, like, share, subscribe. I went kind of backwards, but you know the drill. And you can even sponsor a video there. So, see you guys in the next video. And as Optimus Prime say, till all are one. Now I'm going to go get me some lunch.